Good morning, everyone. Today we will discuss one of the most important technological innovations transforming the financial industry, blockchain and digital assets. Blockchain is much more than the technology behind cryptocurrencies. Today, it is being used in banking, supply chain management, healthcare, insurance, government services, and many other industries. During this lecture, we will understand how blockchain works, its major components, different types, and the role of smart contracts in modern financial services. Let us start by defining what is blockchain. A blockchain is a decentralized and distributed digital ledger that records transactions securely across multiple computers. Unlike traditional banking databases that are managed by a central authority, blockchain distributes identical copies of the ledger across many computers called nodes. Transactions are grouped into blocks, and each block is connected to the previous one using cryptography. Once information is recorded, it becomes extremely difficult to modify, making blockchain highly secure and transparent. The three key characteristics of blockchain are decentralization, transparency, immutability, meaning records cannot easily be altered. These characteristics make blockchain especially valuable for financial institutions where trust and security are essential. Let us come to the evolution of blockchain. Blockchain technology has evolved through several generations. Blockchain 1 node introduced digital currencies such as Bitcoin, focusing mainly on peer-to-peer payments. Blockchain 2 node introduced smart contracts, allowing agreements to execute automatically without intermediaries. Ethereum is the best known example. Blockchain 3 node expanded blockchain B1 Finance by supporting decentralized applications, often called dApps. Platforms such as Cardano and Polkadot belong to this generation. Finally, Blockchain 4 node integrates blockchain into industries such as banking, healthcare, manufacturing, and supply chain management, making it part of the enterprise digital transformation. Blockchain overview. Here we are going to reinforce the blockchain concept. Think of blockchain as a digital record book shared among many participants. Every participant holds the same version of the ledger. Before any transaction is added, the network verifies it through a consensus process. Because every participant has a copy, it is extremely difficult for anyone to manipulate the data without being detected. This distributed structure increases security while reducing dependence on a central authority. Components of blockchain. Now let us examine the main components. First is a block. A block contains transaction data. a time stamp, its own cryptographic hash, the previous block's hash, and a nonce during mining, used during mining. The second is chain. The chain connects all blocks together. Since each block contains the previous block's hash, changing one block could affect the entire chain. The third are nodes. Nodes are computers connected to the blockchain network. They store copies of the ledger, verifying transactions, and participate in maintaining the network. Fourth is a distributed ledger. Instead of one central database, all participants share identical copies of the ledger. Finally, the cryptographic hash acts like a digital fingerprint. Even a tiny change in the data creates a completely different hash, making unauthorized change immediately noticeable. Types of blockchains. Blockchain networks can be classified into four main types. Public blockchain is open to everyone. Anyone can join and participate. Bitcoin and Ethereum are examples. A private blockchain is controlled by one organization. It provides greater privacy and is commonly used in banks and large companies. A consortium blockchain is managed jointly by several organizations. This model is common in banking alliances where multiple banks share information securely. Finally, a hybrid blockchain combines both public and private features, allowing organizations to decide which information remains private and which is publicly accessible. The choice depends on the organization's security, privacy, and operational requirements. Smart contracts. One of the blockchain's most significant innovations is the smart contract. A smart contract is a self-executing agreement written as computer code. When predefined conditions are satisfied, the contract automatically performs the agreed action without requiring manual intervention. This reduces processing time, lowers cost, minimizes human error, and increases transparency. In banking, smart contracts are widely used for loan agreements, insurance claim processing, trade finance, supply chain management, digital assets transfers. Smart contracts are expected to play an increasingly important role in the future of digital banking. Review questions. The remaining slides contain review questions designed to assess your understanding of today's lecture. As we discussed each question, think carefully before selecting your answer. Focus on the key concepts we covered today: the definition of blockchain, the evolution of blockchain technology, the major blockchain components, the different blockchain types, the purpose and application of smart contracts, the role of cryptographic hashing, how blockchain improves security through decentralized and others. These questions will help reinforce the fundamental concepts that are commonly tested in examinations and are highly relevant to modern banking and financial technology.